Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this afternoon with Birdie and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Birdie's ability to understand and respond to her formal on-leash obedience commands. The little tiny corrections and lots of motivations that we give these little kids when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves his left hand free to give little tiny 2-fingered corrections, which is a little tug and release on her training equipment, and that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. She is sitting very nicely at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. Heeling is extremely important to our city folks, people who live in New York or any city area, so where you want to have your dog well under control when walking, and the command is Birdie, heel.
Birdie, heel.
Now at this point, Birdie's job is just to maintain pace with you when you're walking, not dragging you down the street, and she's a tiny dog with a ton of personality, so she does want to pull. And her job now is to walk next to your left leg, and when you stop walking, she sits automatically without being told to wait for her next command. So this makes walking your little dog a pleasure. You're not being dragged down the street. She's being just like a little lady, and each time that you stop your feet, she has been taught to sit automatically to wait for her next command. And the next command that we're going to demonstrate is the sit stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. You're going to practice with her indoors as well as outdoors, and when Rich returns back to her, he walks quickly around her, ending up back where they started with Birdie right at his heel. He gives her some loving for praise for a good job, and they take off heeling again. And these are exercises that you can practice indoors as well as outdoors, and it's helping to build self-control and focus and maturity. Because Birdie is nothing if she's not all personality. Nice automatic sit. Rich leaves her in another sit stay. And you're going to lengthen out the amount of time that she can hold those sit stays. This is your come on command, and she's been taught to come right in front and sit facing your knees, and then she goes back to heel and back sitting. What a good girl is right. That was very good. So just because she's tiny doesn't mean she isn't mighty and that she can't learn these commands. She actually gave us a run for our money in the beginning when it came to doing commands, but she's come a very long way in the time that she has spent here with us. Rich leaves her in another sit stay to demonstrate the come on command again. So you do use her name, you use a happy voice, and she comes right in and sits. Because we don't want her jumping all over you or your company. She has learned to sit to get praised for a good job. And Rich will tap his leg, talk to her, encourage her. Good girl, Birdie. And she loves to play and have fun too, but this helps to stimulate her mind. Now the next command that we're going to demonstrate is the down.
Stay.
That is lay down on command. It's a one-word command to down and stay. And again, this is best practiced right in your house. You're going to lengthen out the amount of time that she can hold this command as well. Rich returns all the way back around her, ending up back where they started at heel position. He praises her for a good job. She's so cute, and she's so funny. We've enjoyed every minute of having her here with us at school, and I'm sure you're anxious to get her home. This is your down. One more command to down and stay. Rich walks out to the end of his training leash. This time he will call her out of this down. He encourages her, tells her good girl. Good job. And the very last command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the down from a distance. This is the harder of the two down commands because you're not right next to her. She wants to go. Nice automatic sit. Rich leaves her in a sit stay. He turns to face her. He's going to use his right hand to give the command. And she goes down from a distance, and that was almost picture perfect. You're going to lengthen out your distance on that command as well. So we have demonstrated for you all of Birdie's formal on-leash obedience commands. She has been a pleasure to have and lots of fun to watch grow up with us here at school. We look forward to seeing you soon, and thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.